Hey, I want to tell you about Capstone Design in our environmental engineering program at Clemson University. Let's dive in here. Here's a group of students from 2019. We had 24 students, divide them into 6 groups, 4 students per group. It's pretty typical of a Capstone Design class. I'm going to show you 3 projects. The first project here revolves around drinking water treatment. And this is actually the drinking water that we drink at Clemson University. It comes out of Lake Hartwell, goes through this treatment plant, and here's a slide, or here's a figure from the final report of the Capstone Design team. The deal is that at this plant, they had recently installed a brand new ozone system. But with an ozone system comes a question of something called assimilable organic carbon. It's organic carbon that bacteria can eat and compose and assimilate into their bodies very easily. So this project involved physical, chemical, drinking water treatment, as well as the biological aspects of that treatment so that we could understand how to provide clean drinking water to people. That's very emblematic of a drinking water treatment project in Capstone Design. Another project was groundwater remediation. Here was an industrial facility where perchloroethylene had been spilled into the ground, and we're worried about that seeping down into the groundwater and getting into this stream near all these homes. So the students worked with a consulting firm who was our client on the project, and the firm had monitoring well data, and the students put together this plume map to understand where the contamination was occurring and at what concentrations. And then they came up with a design for how would you treat this plume. This involved understanding the chemistry and the biology of how contaminants are degraded. A groundwater remediation type of project. A third Capstone Design team worked interdisciplinary or interinstitutionally. We had Devin and Robert and Claire and Christina in this case, and we were working with a professor from South Alabama and his students and some other clients down in Alabama, a representative from the Department of Public Health actually. And they were looking at septic systems and municipal drinking water or municipal wastewater systems. So in this part of the country, the soil is not great, and it's not great for septic systems in particular. So the students came up with a master plan for the whole county. Where would you connect a septic system, and where would you connect to the main sewer lines? And if you do connect a septic system, it needs to be designed like this. This is an engineering drawing that they came up with for this septic system. It needs to be designed in a way that it can work with the soil type that's there. Now the students did a lot of community involvement in this particular project too. They came up with this idea with Donuts for Devin, they called it. It was a way to interact with the community and make sure that the community was on board. Now we didn't actually install anything in the community, we didn't have these events, but this was part of their design, the community aspect. And I think that's very emblematic of Capstone Design. So here's the end of the semester when the students were putting together the final project. We have 2 professors were teaching and a few of our clients were there. And that's really what Capstone Design is all about, taking all the different aspects of environmental engineering. And I've only shown you 3 projects, drinking water, a little bit of wastewater, and a groundwater remediation. We also do things like industrial wastewater treatment. I have to have my notes here so I can see all the different things that we've done. Air pollution control and permitting, landfill cover design, just a wide variety of things that we do in Capstone Design, giving the students a real world experience, very similar to the way it'll be when they go out into to work at a consulting firm or a municipality or a government agency. Here's all those students happy to graduate that particular year, successful just like every year with our Capstone Design program in environmental engineering.